I don't know if it's just one God, a couple gods, whatever, but I think ultimately there's things up there that are, watching over us or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I sure hope so. And like, I'm not per se a very religious person. I made fun of myself earlier for another episode for saying I think I'm more spiritual, and I'm like more of an. I think there's something. I believe in maybe some sort of higher power. Sometimes I don't even know what the hell I believe in. But my point of asking you that question, because there's plenty of people that don't believe in God, plenty of people that believe in different things that may not be labeled as a God, but kind of saying the same thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I try to, because I feel like when I like to look at the other side of the foot sometimes, and I wonder, when you say we're protected and we're looked over by a God, and someone doesn't believe in a God, do they just not like what is the answer to them? Like they're like, I'm not protected by a God. We're just living in this world and things happen.
Right. And I've dealt with people, of that sort, and it's not anything bad or anything. I think they just haven't gotten the experience or the traumatic event yet that may change them or lead them to believe that.
Maybe, but some people have a traumatic experience, and because of that traumatic experience, they don't believe in God.
Right. And ultimately, it could have been me that way too. There was moments where, there's not a God, Even after my 2 near-death experiences, I was just like so depressed, and like even to that point where I was telling you I was walking, towards the trolley, it's like, I really didn't believe in a God. I really didn't. And then boom, there's just this person, like came out of nowhere. And for me, it's hard. You can't change anyone else's perspective. It has to come inward. It has to come from something so much bigger than you or, them. It has to come from an experience or maybe a death or maybe
definitely inward. That's what I mean. I agree with that part.
And I definitely think a lot of people are afraid to look inward.
Yeah.
And so that's why maybe not necessarily why they believe there's something else up there or, something protecting us. But people
everyone's
fear,
journey,
right? Being alone or feeling their trauma or healing, they're afraid. So many people live in fear. And that's another thing I learned from these experiences is you can't live in fear. Like we're not meant to live in fear. We're meant to live in like a very high vibrational, feeling, love, and so many people don't know what love is or where, because they've been, conditioned to, accept love as conditional, not unconditional. And so I even from my experience, the love that I got was conditional. So my healing and my triggers and stuff, it all kind of intertwines to becoming more unconditional towards people and just being like myself and loving myself and loving others. And I think that people that don't necessarily believe in something bigger still have some things to work on. Not maybe everyone, but I think that their time will come too. Maybe not. But it's definitely, like I said, an inward thing. You have to want to believe it.